This little boy is a British citizen. He was born in Sheffield. His parents are Polish and would have a right to stay because of Ksawery, but they no longer want to. His father keeps on reading that Poles are chancers or skivers who are exploiting the country's welfare system.
I really have to say that when I read an article like this, it makes me mad. I feel anger, hate, and a complete lack of understanding for such statements. This is all about denying foreigners their rights of residence by stirring up negative emotions.
Britain has become a second home for some 900,000 Poles. The engineer moved to the UK 11 years ago, in part because of the more attractive pay. He felt well integrated. Maciek Ginalski hasn't encountered any difficulties because of his nationality. But the Brexit vote has forced him to rethink. Now he feels unwanted.
At first, I took part in the discussions. I could understand many of the arguments, but generally, we didn't find common ground. Things are as they are, and we have to deal with it. These conversations gave me an interesting insight into what people were thinking, but ultimately they disappointed me.
Some 120,000 Poles are expected to return to Warsaw from Britain. Beata Gonera went back 6 months ago, and she's pleased to have taken the step. She's enjoying the taste of home. The shift in mood in the UK was upsetting.
At the beginning, there was a positive atmosphere, the feeling that Europe had opened up. You were greeted with a smile and were told you are welcome. And then all of a sudden, it was as if someone had slammed a door in our face and was saying, no, not anymore. Poles kept telling me that they didn't understand why they were being treated like this.
The unemployment rate in Poland is relatively low, but the economy has grown more unstable since the Law and Justice Party took power. Investments are shrinking, but the education sector isn't affected. Beata Gonera worked in the UK as a translator, but then the job market became more difficult. The public authorities that she was working for were hit by cuts. In Poland, she started teaching English again.
It turned out that work was waiting for me. I had no problems at all finding a job. Language schools are in high demand, so teachers are too.
The Ginalskis are also getting ready to return. They're preparing little Ksawery for the move slowly and playfully. And they've already started visiting Grandma and Granddad once a month.
If we mention his grandparents' names, it triggers a strong emotional response in him. He wants to pack his things straight away and set off for the airport.
Other Poles are also considering going back home. Plumbers, doctors, carers. Even if they have grown fond of some English traditions, such as the weekly trip to the pub.
I want to go back. Of course, we were shocked and dissatisfied with the result of the referendum. The fluctuation of the value of the British pound also worries us.
Xenophobia is a big talking point among many Poles. Maciej Ginalski isn't planning to leave straight away, but he has made up his mind to go.
Not now, but in the next few months, in 6 months, in a year at the latest, for sure.
He knows that his skills as an engineer are much in demand, so he's not worried about the idea of returning to Poland.